Hey guys, thanks for looking at this video. And this video is going at request. One of my YouTubers wanted some information about the polished parts on the gun. So this is actually, let me show you, it's empty. For all you safety Sallys out there. Nothing in it, see? See the light coming through the, okay, there's nothing on there. Okay, this is a Sig P220. And it's the Elite model, which actually is stainless steel. I'm going to head and go and take it apart and show you some of the polished parts on it. Let's go ahead and take it down. Takedown on the gun is fairly easy. You lock the slide back. You push this down. Okay, like that. You just push up, bring it down. You decock it, and you slide off the whole slide. Now the slide, it's a little, let me wipe it down a little here, because I got a little fingerprints. Did you see how shiny I got that? Well, the main way, there's still a little here. If you want to get all the scratches out of it, you have to sand this down. So like some 400 or 500 sandpaper. Sand this whole thing down, and then I buff it out. You could use a Dremel with some flits, or I use Mother's Mag and wheel polish, and you'll see even after that, using a little receipt or a piece of paper, look what that does, how nice that shines that out. Even paper does it, but you'll see you'll get a real nice shine on there. Okay, in here I have a stainless steel guide rod, but the original guide rod in there, I polished that also. The barrel, it was a bear to do this barrel, but I polished the barrel out. I didn't really do that end of it. I didn't really care about that. And also did up in the feed ramp there. See how that is? Feed ramp. Front of it. The slide, I did the front of it. The back of it. Along top with the sights too a little. I polished that too. Really me, it's hard not to polish this. I mean, you could pound it off, but it didn't really matter, because all you really need to have black is the face of that, and I could always touch it up. I did along some of the edges in here, but what I do is I don't take a lot of time with it. Every once in a while I'll bring it out, hit a little sandpaper and buff it out. But you can see there, and them are just my fingerprints, but you see how shiny you get that without the, you can really get a nice shine on that. This part of the gun here, I polished a little bit in here, not much. I did the whole hammer up in there, and then the trigger, I took that out of the gun and I did the trigger. You can see I did all this here, all this in here. And a lot of times you could just pull the grips off. I'll show you. I don't need any screwdriver. Okay. You can take the grips off. I did the screws too. Okay. That's just a little sandpaper. I did kind of in here, up around here. I took out the magazine release. To take that out, there's a little pen in there. You can ever so see that little bump in there. What you do is use a pen. You hold this down like that, and you take a pen or a needle and you push it in there. Then it won't scratch the side of your gun here if you do that. You hold it, that'll pop out, and you can sand it out and put it back together. I did up in here. I did up in here. And then, like I said, I did the screws, took them off, polished those screws. Those are the original factory screws that were on it, but I just went ahead and sanded them down a little. Saves a lot of money too, because you don't have to buy new screws. And on this side, I pretty much did the same thing. Polished it in there. See that? Pretty much did the same thing. Polished all up in here, up in there. Not as much, but at least, you know, around this here, beaver tail and stuff like this. Put that back together. Close that in there. That's pretty much how I did it. Tighten it down a little. should be using my gunsmithing tools is a wider screwdriver, but I'm not tightening it a lot. And then I actually took this out, this part here, polished that, polished on this with this was in there. This comes out. You can just flip this up like this, and you just push it out from the back, and it pops right out. That's for that bar in there. And then I round it and polished it right up in there. So it's pretty much everything I polished on the gun. And then down in here, polished it. A lot of it by hand. If you have a Dremel, you know, with someone you could use it. Just make sure you have a Dremel that, you know, the buffeting wheel doesn't come down too much, because you could scratch it if it wears out real fast. It's pretty much done. And there's the barrel for that. And you put the coil rod back in. Pretty straightforward. There's a whole top mechanism. Back it up here a little so you can see. Put it back together like that. That's pretty much it. Like I say, you could even use, you know, to wipe this down with paper even. It's pretty neat. Get a really good shine. Or, you know, I got a cloth here. Let me wipe it with this. You can get it pretty good. But that's kind of how you can get this gun looking. And I did it all myself. And like I say, I'll go out and just do it every once in a while. I spend a little more time doing it. It really gets it looking pretty nice. So I hope that answered the question about seeing some of the parts in there that I buffed in there. And yes, I'm pointing at the gun up there, but it's not at my face because the camera's on a tripod, guys. I'm not that stupid. Okay, and it is empty, as you saw multiple times. So that is the Sig P220 Elite stainless steel. And there's a lot of fingerprints on it. It really is shiny. And thanks for looking at the gun. Have a nice day. And I hope that, you know, helped out anybody that was looking about some information on it. But this is pretty much how we roll with this. And it really turned out pretty good. Now I'm not even finished. I could polish this out even more. It's not a big deal. So, okay, thanks a lot, guys. Have a great day. Thanks for watching my video, and I appreciate it.